You got Tarzan, you got this Space Jane, then you got a rogue planet comes in, and then they go on an adventure together.
Yeah.
And that's the makings of a good read right there. But what kind of stuff do you throw in their face? And is there a bad guy? Do you have the evil corporation trope? Do you have the mysterious alien trope? What's the obstacle that they need to overcome without revealing too much?
Yeah. So particularly in the first chapter, it starts off. I wanted to start off like a classic Star Trek episode where Starship arrives, or like Forbidden Planet, Starship arrives at new planet. We go down and there's some conflict going on, and this conflict going on is that the native people are being attacked by these giant ants because they're on a planet with heightened oxygen, so all life is like huge. All life that's evolved there is huge. So there are these giant ants that they used to live in peace with that are now attacking the local human colonists, and so they're in a war. And the Talina, as an astro-zoologist, she's come to kind of figure out, okay, what has happened to disrupt the environment so as to have these creatures attack the colonists. And she finds that this is the first chapter, so I'll say she defines that it's Charlie who.
This is your teaser. This is your teaser for listeners and viewers, right?
Yes. And so Charlie has no knowledge of the greater universe. He thinks that he just lives on this kind of flat plane of existence, and it's him. He has these preset beliefs that he kind of then needs to grow from, realize that what he knows isn't all that there is. It's like it's like someone leaving Plato's cave, and the conflicts from there on out are very interpersonal among the crew. Charlie, he desires Talina, but Talina is pushing him away because the conflict comes from character decisions. And it's all I don't want to get too deep to the end because they get to this planet that they're going to, and people just have their own interests, and that gets in the way. So I don't think of any character as the bad guy. There's definitely one who becomes the biggest obstacle by the end, and it's just because he's encountering something he can't comprehend.
So it sounds like it's entirely character driven, which is music to my ears, because just like we laid out a spectrum from 0 Star Wars to 10 Andy Weir Martian, there's 0, which is writers who are obsessed with world building in science fiction. They go on and on about the planet, about the universe. They make up languages.
Yeah.
Like Klingon or whatever. And then you spend half your time trying to figure out what the hell they're saying to each other because it's in some alien language. And most of the narration has to do with describing the world rather than getting the reader enmeshed in an organic drama between real people with real goals struggling against actual obstacles, right?
Yes, that's what's really most interesting.
It sounds like you avoided a lot of the classic science fiction mistakes that a lot of writers make, especially out of the gate, which is focusing on world creation above all else. And you take the opposite road, which is you're all about the character.
Yeah, there's still that world there that they inhabit, which is kind of how it started.
Sure. You need a setting, but it sounds like your action is driven by the interpersonal play between the characters and not talking about, solar flares or creatures walking on a neutron star or time warps or,